Here in the 11th episode, we will look at something called a while loop. And a while loop is basically a piece of code that keeps running until a condition gets false. Hey and welcome here. I'm Torkild Brunsnes, and this is Python Learning by Doing. I strongly believe that learning by doing, that's the way that works the best. It is for me, I can tell you. So try to follow this, these chapters here, and do what I'm showing on the screen. Follow it on your own computer, and when you have gone through all the different chapters, I promise you, you will be an excellent programmer. Well, let's grab a cup of coffee, and then let's just get going. We want to make a little program here that keeps writing the figures from 0 to 10, and it keeps doing that. And for every loop where it writes, for instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we define a variable. We just call it I, and I will count up by one number for every loop. That means we should get the numbers written underneath each other until we reach 10. So we start defining the variable I, and we say I equals, and we start by 1. And then we say while, it's also called a while loop. While I, and then we say is less or equal to 10. We wanted to print I. And then we will tell it here that it needs to increase I by 1 for each loop. I equals, and then we say I and plus 1. And we try to run that. And you see it gives us the numbers here from 1 to 10. And we can also give it a little message when it's done, if we want to. Oh. And we say print and then we just make a little text string here and say done with loop. Then it should write that at the end. Now we try to run that. And you can see it comes here. So we get the figures written underneath each other and then done with loop. That concludes this chapter of Python Learning by Doing. Make sure that you follow all the following chapters and go through the entire series. Also make sure to hit both the like and the subscribe buttons, because that would help me to keep creating programs like this. So thank you for doing that. And here after this there will be a link on the screen, and that will be to the next episode in this series of 26 videos. So take another cup of coffee and get ready for the next episode.